Hey everyone, we're back for the 2022 first-year player draft. We're picking 11th is the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we finished essentially in the bottom third, or I guess technically middle third of teams last year. We just had a completely where we're at in our season, though, if you remember, is we just got swept in 4 games by the Dodgers after going on a 4-game win streak. So we're 8.5 back in the division. We're 8 back in the wild card. So we're on the borderline of a lost season. I feel like we are. We need to have a good win streak, I feel like, after the All-Star break. Going into the All-Star break and afterwards, need to have a solid 6 games against the Giants, and then a solid 7 games against the Cubs. And I feel like at that point we'll really know. If not, then definitely after the 3 games against the Reds, whether this is going to be a lost season or not. But hey, let's draft. Let's control what we can control today, and see who we end up with. There is like I said, this year is very heavy on pitching. So we'll see how this turns out. There was one pitcher that I believe is Evans. I believe it pronounces Sierra. Yeah, that I would be interested in. Good mix of pitches. High school senior, 2 very good years of pitching in high school. Again, it's high school average competition, but throws right, 93, 95. Looks like he has a good pitch mix with some good potential there. So that was someone who I had my eye on through scouting, but we'll see how this works out, see how this shakes out, and we'll kind of start the draft. Do we not want to auto? Oh, yeah. Let's see, draft for Baltimore here. Let's see who's the first pick. Termar Johnson, Elijah Green. We should have we will have a pick of most players here. Once I saw it was heavy pitching, I just leaned into it and said, okay, hey, let's look at our pitching there. So first we'll just see if our scout, let's see who our scout would recommend. Tim Loiter. Let's see. Right fielder, 6'2", 185. High potential across the board. OSA thinks he has high potential as well. Let's see. He's high school senior and from California. Played good competition. Let's see what the scouting report says. Fells from Los Angeles, shown flashes of power and projects to be an above average, hit an above average number of home runs. Loiter. I'm going to go with Loiter. Could be an above average right fielder someday. That's from our scout. OSA believes that potential to hit for above average power at all fields and can hit the ball out of any ballpark. Loiter has the talent to flourish as a right fielder. He definitely 6'2". He definitely has the frame, 185. I just imagine this really tall, skinny kid that could build into it. Again, very high potential on avoiding Ks, which is you're speaking my love language there. But also kind of low on eye and discipline. So don't know how I feel about that. And his ratings defensively are quite poor. So I don't know how much better that's gonna get. So okay, that's our scouting director's recommendation. Carson Applegate, we'll look at him. Okay, he's much better defensively. It looks like high school senior. There wasn't many college players in this year's draft either. This was heavy prep players. So let's go to just all pitchers right now. Let's see who's available. So we have a couple of very high ratings here. Let's check this out. Alex Deegan. This guy just doesn't have great stamina. As I say, not a lot of college guys. Literally went to University of Kentucky. Young pitcher with growing command and great poise. Won't beat himself with walks. Deegan has potential to close out games. Nothing but great things here from a scouting report perspective. I mean, I just don't want to spend that high of a pick on a relief pitcher potentially. So let's see. Nick Dugan. Very highly rated from a potential standpoint. Let's see if our head scout feels the same. He's not as high on him as OSA is, but high school senior, righty, throws 96, 98. Let's see what our head scout thinks. Should deserve a spot in the rotation, but likely closer to the bottom than to the top. Okay. Let's see what OSA thinks. Should be a serviceable mid to back end rotation option. So, all right. So Dugan's not a bad pick. Let's see about Nathan Fink here. Again, high potential. Looks like he also can play in the field a little bit as well. I wonder what his batting ratings are. I mean, not great. Let's just forget he's a hitter. Our head scout isn't as high as OSA is. Let's see. Fink is a tool to start, but more than 5 innings may empty the tank if he's being well read. Nope. Need to refine his control to make his potential. Okay, Blaze Grove has starter stamina. That movement and control kind of scare me, though. Potential to start in the majors, but should ultimately settle at the end of the rotation. OSA believes a mid-rotation starter. Okay. Let's just check out a few more pitchers here. Sherry, did I look at this already? Has the potential to be a future number 2 starter. Okay. All right, OSA, head scout. Sierra has confidence in his repertoire and shows potential to be number 4 or 5 starter. All right. This, I feel like, could be my guy right here. I feel like this is my guy. I think so. Justin West. He's a lefty. You got to love that. If he's the worst arm in the staff, it means you have a very good rotation, but not someone you want pitching a big game for you. That's our scout. OSA, tools to start, but more than 5 innings may empty the tank. All right. So you know what? We're gonna go with the guy who I had my eye on when I started scouting this. We're gonna hope Loiters hangs around to the next round. But we are going to pull the trigger on Evan here, and we will auto draft here. Thomas Jennings. I'm interested to see if our guy hangs around. I hope so. Oh, nope. Tim Loiter went to the Red Sox. Okay. I wonder if we have any supplemental picks here. Couldn't think of the word. I don't think so, because we didn't really lose anyone, did we? Okay, so not many people from our list got taken. So let's go to all batters. Let's just make sure we didn't miss anyone here. Alexander Diaz, Mason Neville, not really anything special at all anywhere, to be quite honest with him. Alexander Diaz, oof, Buzz, your girlfriend. No, I think it's Buzz, your girlfriend, woof. Ben Bianco, we're in the 2 stars here. So let's go to all pitchers. Let's take a look at all pitchers. Deegan is there. I think with him here, I think we might take the plunge. Brendan Barberi here throws left, 93-95. Could be a starter, but that control is a little worrisome. Let's see. When he's on, he's unhittable, but he's susceptible to the long ball and wonder in command. Frontline starter potential. Okay, that's OSA. Our scout projects to be a spot starter. Okay. And if you guys don't know, I should have probably pointed this out before. I'm just reading the when I go to the scouting page here, I'm reading like the last sentence here, unless it's someone who's really intriguing me. So you're probably thinking like, where I'm going in and out real quick, but this is just what I'm reading here. Deegan projects to be able to provide adequate middle relief. Won't beat himself with walks. Deegan has potential to close out games. I'm going to go with it. He's 6'8", 200 pounds, 92-94, which is, a little bit worrisome. You want someone in your bullpen to maybe pitch a little bit harder than that. But we'll go. Let's just see who they would recommend first. Ben Barrett. Let's check him out. I think, didn't we just look at him, I feel like? Yeah, nothing special, I think. Let's make sure Deegan's personality is good, though. Has an introverted personality. It's not the worst. Aren't we all introverts? So, all right, I'll draft Deegan. Deegan. I like Deegan better. So we'll auto draft, going pick by pick. I don't know why I do this. It's not like I really know anyone. I wonder if we have a supplemental pick in this after the. I really don't. I'm pretty sure we don't. No, we didn't. Okay, so we'll do 5 rounds of this, just like in years past. All right, we have moved up 2 spots in this round, though. So let's see who's available. Let's go all batters. Let's check that out. Would they want me to take Ben? Yep. Oh, they're pining for Ben Barrett. Did I scout anybody else? Mason, we already looked at him. Okay, no other batters we scouted. Let's look at pitchers. Fink. Yeah, I think he's one of the ones where it said anything more than 5 innings will empty his tank, right? Yeah, 5 innings will empty his tank if he's being read well. Just as a random person, I just checked out Trenton Shaw. 6'4", 220, lefty, 91-93. The control's a little low, but finding the play at his peak, he could occupy a spot in the middle of the rotation. That's what OSA says. Head scout. Ultimate upside isn't great, but he could pitch his way into the back end rotation opportunity. It's not great. Brendan Barriera, whatever. Lefty, 6 foot 155, projects to be a spot starter. Has frontline starter potential. Well, if that's the case, we are loading up on pitching here. You can never have too much pitching. So we'll auto draft for Chicago. All right, let's see who else is left here. All pitchers, right? Okay, yeah, I was under all pitchers. Is there anyone else around who we... Tristan Smith. Okay, I like this. Lefty, 6'1", 90-92. Not a lot of stamina, though. Smith will someday find a useful role in the rotation, but doesn't seem like someone you'll want to count on in a big spot. And then if Smith is going to be more of an emergency starter, he'll need to iron out his control problems. Is it really that bad? 45 potential, I guess. He has the potential to mow people down. Those pitches have very high potential. All right, we'll take him. Am I drafting too many pitchers? Perhaps. Do I give a shit? Not really. So if you guys haven't watched my my tutorial on how to scout, I think it's been my most popular video, and I think it's been the most helpful for people trying to figure out how to scout players. What's the methodology behind it? How do you identify, maybe diamonds in the rough a little bit? It's helped me identify deeper steals, but once you get past the 5th, 6th round, it's very, very hard to. It really is like a crapshoot, truly. But I think, if you're coming into this playing for the first time, this can be overwhelming. The draft and the scouting can be very overwhelming. And you may even pick. It's hard to even get someone right in the first round, but it's very hard to get someone right in the first. After the first round, I feel like if you don't have a good methodology or understand what all the quote unquote screens are, I know it probably sounds boomer language, but I think navigating those and understanding what to look for can be very helpful in identifying top talent when you're drafting. That can help you get some good values between 2 and 5. If you guys remember last year, I took, last season, the simulation here, I took Gunnar Hogelson, I think his name is, with my second pick, and he's one of the top prospects in our farm system, and I think top 50 was top 50 in Major League Baseball. So again, it will help identify some of those like diamonds in the rough between these rounds. So I feel like Logan Forsythe is a real player here. We've picked everyone with like stuff, quote unquote stuff so far, and I'm tempted to take him because his control is high. Because we don't really have that. Okay, yeah, we'll go with him. Okay, drafted. All right, and now we shall sim the complete draft. And then we will sim our games up until the All-Star break, see if any of our guys actually made the All-Star team. So, all right. Go back to the team home screen. Nothing's changed here, it looks like. So we shall onward and upward. 8.5 out of first place in the Central Division. 8 back from the wild card. And the Giants are 4 games ahead of us in the wild card. And the Cubs are at the top of the division. So like I said, these next 2 series, the 7 games against the Cubs and the 6 against the Giants, will pretty much define our season, I think. But let's get cracking here against the Giants. Okay. Steve Matz injured. Okay, that's something. Lost 5-4. Two nothing loss. 5-4 loss. All right, we have to like sweep these Cubs games pretty much to have a shot this year. Blade will be out for 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so we'll put you on the injured list there, Blade. And in terms of transactions, who can we bring up? We will go full Alford. And we shall put Alford in there. Right field. Right field. I don't think Swaggery's improved, right? He's just pretty much, yeah, he's center field. I mean, maybe it looks like he deserves a shot, to be quite honest. Senzel, does he play anything else other than center? Yes, second and third base poorly. So, okay. Well, then one of them might have to be traded here. Not maybe this year, but next year. I would like to have as much depth as possible when we try to crawl out of our fucking basement and win a goddamn kid show. And win a stinking division title and World Series. So, okay. So we have that set now. And let's just milk out this time before the All-Star break. So, 8-2 loss. Just put us out of our misery here, Cubs. Just take us behind the shed. Just behind the shed and do us in. Creating a baseball card here. Not sure what in the heck that means, but whatever. Or maybe it just froze, and or it's got a glitch, and it's just going to give us a World Series title. That could be it. What? I'm sorry if you guys can tell that my mood has significantly decreased in this last month of recording. I mean, it's been a, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game losing streak. And not like month is in like real time. Month is in simulation time here. So, all right, let's just make it an even 10 game losing streak to go into the All-Star break with. Yeah, even 10. There we go, baby. An even freaking 10. Let's see who is on the All-Star lineup. I would be curious to see this. We'll see if any of our guys made it. Let's see. Anyone in the starting lineup here in the NL? No. So let's check the starting lineup and the rotation. Adam Frazier. Ooh, that kind of hurts a little bit, not going to lie. Hey, Senzel. Okay, so it looks like both the players that we swapped, Frazier for Senzel, both made All-Star games. So that can't be that bad. Let's see. Pitching. Do we have any pitchers that made the list? Does not look like it. All right, so Nick Senzel was our only representative in the All-Star game, which not necessarily surprised by that. Our 10-game losing streak, let's see where that's put us in the division race. 14 out of first place and 11 out of the wild card. So the only team behind us in the NL is the Colorado Rockies. So Let's see a couple things here. Let's check on our boy Brian Hayes. Still hitting 203 at this point. Negative .2 WAR. His OPS plus has climbed, I think, like 12 places. But just a down year. I don't think we're not going to sell people off at the deadline. And if we do, I will do an episode about it. But I think what we're going to probably do for the second half of the season is just sim it through. I'm not going to waste your guys' time watching that. Unless you really, really want to, I'll just do like a recap at the end of the year probably. Or if we do big deadline deals, I will also do an episode for that too. But Domingo Herman can't be happier with his stats, his peripherals. Everyone else, Tristan Beck kind of lost it after that suspension. He's pitching really well to start the year, but I believe he can pick it up. We need to go all in though for enough with the half measures. I think what I'm looking for here is like our lineup. I can't necessarily hate on that. Senzel's an all-star. Alonso has the power. Taylor Trammell could be. He has the ability. I'm not saying he will be, but he could be like an MVP caliber player. But I think if Hayes picks it up, and maybe we find a little bit better for the second baseman here. But again, Newman's not been terrible. What's his WAR? 0.5 WAR. If we can just find a little bit better of a hitting second baseman, get Hayes going again, and get one stud pitcher in the rotation, I think that will go a long, long way. But anyways, that's far away. Let's just focus on getting through this season, healthy, making potentially some deals to bring in, better, a little bit more talent if necessary. But if not, we'll just hope our progression leads to better players next year and another shot, and then maybe we look to make some trades. But anyways, I'm thinking way too far ahead. Let's just get through the season. Thanks for watching. I know this was a little bit on the shorter end, but we'll come back. We will rock the second half of the season. And thanks, guys. See you in the next one.